It's week 1 of the National Football League, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bills and the Rams on Thursday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there, and just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just call him a Super Bowl champion, and boy, did he embrace the Rams offense from the start with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Still a couple of yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. On the return is Williams. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. first down. Stafford here.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of two.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If you don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the book down.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
And he's going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford
across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Oh, good move. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Barkley. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen off the play fake. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. The coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Stafford.
He finds Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Stafford on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact and the next-gen stats. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Stafford.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
That'll give them 8 that time. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. On play action, Allen.
Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Williams to return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st down, it's Stafford.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Stafford here coming off his pick 6. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
Down inside the 10.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 46 yards.
And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
Yeah, every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive?
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Bills. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
70 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down.
Now Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
And he's able to get it down to 2-yard line. They'll get 6 on the ground there. It'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Barkley again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Rams ready to go on offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. Now a play fake it at Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, LA.
Van Jefferson.
75 yards.
And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by DeMonte Casey.
And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll find Gabriel Davis.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Allen to throw once more. He stiff-arms him. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing again on second down. Allen.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.